welcome to our podcast. It's called um, Path Marriage with Effie and Perry. But first, Love, can you tell us something about yourself?
Attitude. I'm Perry, husband of Effie.
How
Uh,
old are you?
I'm 31 years old, father of three.
And what's your motto in life? See, time is gold. Ganyan.
Slow is pro.
Sige. Anyway,
Oh, why
it's my
me?
husband.
Uh,
I'm Effie. I'm 30 years old. We have three kids. In this episode again, we're gonna talk about how we met. We met through an online dating app called Bumble. The gist is in Bumble, it's the girl that has, I'd say, the privilege to message first. What was your thought process when you swiped? Kasi ganun sa Bumble, you have to be the one to swipe first. And then if the girl doesn't swipe you, you can swipe them. You can message them. Technically, in this scenario, I'm the first one who swiped. What was your thought process when you saw nice swipe?
uy, afam. White girl. Uh, no, I was going for a non-Filipino girl.
Oh, why is that? Can you tell me why is that? Tsaka ba in that?
A culture shock.
Only to be catfished.
Only, I guess, going going through knowing your family. You know, you're you're different. You get to speak in English. We vibe. So it says a lot.
We've been together kasi since May 2021. And then we've been married for more than 3 years now.
Sige nga.
We got married in October 2021. Just to continue the story, I'm the one who swiped first. I sent a voice message just to break the ice. He seemed nice. He has sinkit eyes. What what was that? What did you say? Nagandahan ka sa voice ko, ganun ba?
Yeah, you have a deep voice.
Ganun
Na
ba?
bading pala.
Baklang to. Was it you? Did you suggest to talk on Telegram?
No, it was you.
Me?
Yeah.
I didn't think kasi we had anything in common nung una. Tas he would talk about salads, he would talk about vegetables. Ay, hindi naman ako kumakain ng vegetables. So, syempre, like, kunwari, like, I know things about salad. Alam ko salad, fruit salad. Tapos hindi pala yun yung tinutukoy niya na salad. Iba pala. Ibang
Purot
type of
salad.
salad. He just broke up with his ex. And gaano ka small yung world. We started asking each other questions. And it turns out, I'm from the same town his ex was in. But the thing is, kasi I don't live there. I don't live in my hometown. Like at that time, I was in Cavite. When we swiped, he was in QC already.
Yeah.
We parang put two and two together and then we found out na me and his ex pala were from the same hometown. Like how weird is that? We started talking like every night since then, and then I told him na I have a kid. I was 26 when we met.
Apparently, I was a dad.
Okay. A DAD.
Was
There's our
good.
common denominator kasi may anak sila ng ex niya. But anyway, in that time, I had a kid. He has a kid who isn't with him. On a different note, we decided to meet up. Siyempre, maparaan si bakla. Ginawa ko. I took my daughter with me and then we slept over at a friend's house in Marikina. The first night we met, it's so funny kasi it was late. I put my daughter to sleep kasi around 9. Tapos it's around 10 p.m. na. We were supposed to meet up, and then he said he was gonna pick me up. On his way to me, ano nangyari? Nalobat siya. Siguro mga around 11, right? But basta it was so late. I was in my sleep clothes na. Sabi ko, hindi naman na yan matutuloy. Then sabi ng friend ko, hi Maylene. Sabi ng friend ko, ano ba yan? Pupunta sa'yo, tas nalobat, walang dalang charger. And then bigla siya nag-message. Sabi niya, he's on the way to me na. Oh, tas COVID pa pala nun. So it
Mm.
was a bit strict. Basta like yung pwede kang lumabas, but there are checkpoints when you go outside. That's how the setup was around late May 2021 in Manila. So yun, we met. And then, pagsakay ko sa car, as I looked behind me, like in the backseat, and then I felt him like get so close. And then what did you say?
You smell nice.
I said,
You
he
smell
said,
so good.
he said, I smell so good. I'm like, damn right. Like, to be honest, in this story, I feel like I'm the one talaga who's manyak. It's weird kasi like the whole ride, we were talking about something. What were we talking about at that time? He kept talking about his ex.
Siyempre
So,
to come clean lang,
what
you know?
company? So,
Para
syempre,
wala nang pag-usapan in the future.
kasal. I don't know, somehow kasi we clicked. It's rare kasi na you get to meet someone and then you vibe with them like right away. He took me to this subdivision ng friend niya. Then we parked there. Across from the house of his best friend. You say hello to him. What's the name of your best friend?
Hi,
Does he know?
Rizal.
We parked outside his house. In my pub, he started turning off like lights. In the light, he turned off the speaker. Pinatay niya yung aircon. And then parang did you put the windows down a bit?
Yeah.
Oh, binaba niya yung windows. So he doesn't really talk much. In this relationship, I'm the one talaga who talks a lot. Just so you know. Like my thought process was, may balak din kaya to sa akin. Like, bakit pinapatay niya yung car? He put his feet up sa seat. I was sitting shotgun. To ease my anxiety, I started scrolling through my phone. And then one thing led to another. Si bakla. I kissed him. How was that like? Being kissed by like some random girl on the first night. It wasn't even a date, love.
I felt guapo even though I didn't look guapo that time.
You shaved pa nga eh.
No, I shaved. But sabi
Oh.
mo, pangit-pangit ka dati.
That's syempre, kasi hindi naman ako yung kasama. Anyway, na si bakla, he started kissing me back. So I pulled away. I said, sorry, ganyan. Sorry ako.
Come back here.
And then after, ano yung sinabi mo na line sa akin after mo akong i-kiss? After natin mag-kiss, what was the first thing you said?
Can I eat you?
Si bakla, kinis lang, tapos kina-eat you agad. Siyempre, hindi ako tumanggi. So, you know now you know already what happened. After that night, hinatid niya ako, imagine, we were together from
12 siguro.
12 midnight. Tama
Oo.
ba? He took me back home.
Magte-10 eh.
Around 10 a.m., girl. So, syempre, pag uwi ko,
Sorry, Maylin.
tas yung friend ko, like, she knows naman where I was. But she didn't know who I was with. Hindi ko naman siya in-introduce kaagad when we met. He got clingy, girl. Sabi niya sa akin, baka daw i-ghost ko siya. It was scary. It's scary to date again. No, to be taken seriously, considering na I have a kid. Siyempre, hindi ko na... Iniiwan ko yung anak ko sa bahay ng friend ko, girl, just to see this guy. And then we started meeting na every day. Since then, na hindi na kami naghiwalay. Like, sa gabi, like, normally, we would make hiwalay, like, in the morning na. Tapos, magkikita ulit kami sa gabi. Every time kasi he would ask na, bakit daw, parang always na lang nagmi-meet kami sa gabi lang. Like, why now? Why daw hindi pwede sa araw?
I told you. I remember my first message after our first encounter.
Mm.
I messaged you, uy, don't ghost me ha.
Mm.
It's like I keep telling you now. No, I found gold.
Hmm? Yes. God, ganda mo, girl. Like, the point kasi na what I'm saying is, na he got clingy, excuse me. I feel like it's the third or fourth day na he would send me voice messages saying na, oh, I don't wanna leave na. Like, he would say na, you're my home, ganyan. Like, he feels home daw with me. So, syempre, for me at that time, it was scary. I've never experienced this kind of affection from a guy in my previous relationship, and it's like new kasi we just met, 'di ba? Imagine, parang we met May 24 or 25. We went out on a date, like an official date with my friends. Like, I introduced him na to my friend's family. Like, he would be welcome na to the house. Shit, no COVID noon. Tas, labas tayo ng labas and then we would come home. We weren't naman dugyot, Maylene, okay? We went to this, parang trip date to Pampanga. And he's the one who drove. Tapos, we were just in one car. Ganyan. Tapos, it was such a fun trip. A bit embarrassing for me. On the way back, nung galing dun sa trip na yon, I felt closer to him. He has this soft, like super soft side na it's so rare seeing it in a guy. I was sitting in the front seat and then parang in my head na I confirmed it na lang like parang days or months after confirming it. He said pala I love you to me that day. It was May
29.
May 29 nighttime. Imagine it was days lang after meeting and then yun, sabi niya, basta parang I heard, he said I love you, ganyan.
No,
Sabi
I
ko,
didn't say it, man.
oh, you did.
I just
Oh, he mounted pala. Yun. Basta yun. And I said, what? Tama ba? Sa couch? Oh, he said, I was like, huh? You love me? Imagine we met May 24. And then May 28, naging kami, like official. Imagine, it's just, you swipe on Bumble, right? And you get a jowa, like, a week later. Our setup prior to this event, me and my daughter kasi was living with my dad in the south. And then he was with this lola in Manila. This guy, ayaw na niya humiwalay sa akin. So what we did was, we decided to look for a place na it's just him, me, and my daughter. Para, it's free,
it's liberating.
it's liberating. Again, masanay na kayo kasi he really doesn't talk much. Ako talaga yung nagsasalita. Parang, it took us one house first before landing in our first house together. We were renting it. And it was also in the south, but like an hour drive from where we were staying at that time. How was ano, your stay there when we were there?
Like what I said earlier, it was liberating because you know I had I had her parents' trust. You know, wala pang 1 month.
We had this kasi notion, like I thought him breaking up with his ex, oh, I thought he was married. And then parang he had he had a hard time trying to prove to me na hindi naman talaga sila married. So si bakla, kumuha kami ng Senomar. We don't know much about each other. He asked me to marry me and I said yes. How notorious is that?
Oh, marupok.
How rupok are we? We moved in together in this house kasi it's like a big house. It's just me, him, and my daughter. At that time, it's like this hardcore honeymoon phase. We weren't fighting. Like everything's just like smooth sailing. We would just eat together. We'd watch movies together. He neglected his work because he liked hanging out with me a lot. Parang we put everything on pause for like July or August. We found out I was pregnant now with our baby. At that time, it was such an easy but also overwhelming experience. I feel like for the both of us, not just me. Having Arya. Arya's almost 5 at that time. And syempre, he was going through something. Like everything just really happened so fast. We met May. We moved in June. I got pregnant in
July.
July or August, and then we got married in October. I feel like it happens in most couples where parang they would just jump into living together right away. Syempre, the tendencies, the toxic patterns would start coming out. We somehow managed to fight through it, I would say. Like, sobrang daming nangyari during those times. In our case kasi, we got married right away. The marriage kasi was also like a factor, like a big factor. If you're in a relationship with someone, especially if you're living together, I feel like it would have been
Easier.
easier to just break up, to just fall apart if hindi kayo kasal. Kaya feeling ko marami ding naghihiwalay na magli-live-in partners kasi they don't really get to that point where they ask themselves, why do you date in the first place, right? Do you date to just have fun? Do you date to just parang treat that as a training ground for like the real thing in the future? But with us kasi, we had this question in mind and the answer has always been the same now. We date to get married. It's like that. It's like one thing to fight for. Again, disclaimer lang. This is not like a talk for traditional couples, traditional young people out there. Dating apps are not for everyone. Sa amin kasi, hindi kami palalabas na tao. It's really our gateway, gateway to our marriage now. Would you have swiped me if I didn't swipe you?
Yeah.
This kasi worked for us because, syempre, kami to eh. Story namin to eh. Anyway, just to give the message for all the young couples out there. I know it's scary to, again, to come up with that mindset na to date and get married because not all marriages work the way that our marriage is working right now. As a single mom, don't just have kids with someone na don't just have kids with someone. With someone na akala mo the one, pero hindi pala.
Choking.
It's not something na you can just brush off so easily. You know, syempre, given in our case, we went through a lot of things before we got to this point where it's comfortable. Wag yung basta may makilala ka and you think, oh, this is the one, let's have kids. It's not like that. That's not how it works. You, do you have any piece of advice for the young couples?
Not just young couples,
Hmm.
For me, it's the best investment in life is your partner. You don't just settle with anyone. You invest time, you invest tears, effort, money,
Hmm.
love. You know. So yeah, um, don't just settle for anyone. Because again, your partner's your best investment in life.
Anong papag-usapan natin in the next episode? We'll see.
Probably the gap.
No, the gap. Ooh, the gap is such a nice. Anyway, uh, enjoy. Bye.
Uh,